Are you one of those business owners or entrepreneurs that get stuck in that rabbit hole of social media? Are you looking for a way to actually automate a lot of your social media and still get a very good result from doing it? Well, today I'm going to show you exactly how I use one of my favorite tools called Buffer to automate your social media marketing. So here is Buffer. I'm going to go and share my screen with you right now. I'm going to do some screen shares as we go along. But buffer.com is where you need to go to, and you sign up for a free account. There's both free accounts and also a pro account, and the pricing is obviously free for a few profiles, but then you get the awesome account, which is $10 a month, which is pretty small, and you get to have 10 social media accounts per month, which is pretty good. So you want to at least get the awesome account for individuals. I think that's going to be well worth your time. I'm going to show you what you can do with that account here as we go. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's dig into Buffer. So I'm going to log into Buffer. And the first thing you'll see is a series of accounts. Now I've already set up my accounts, but when you want to set up an account, this left hand side here will be blank. So what you want to do is hit the little plus button, and it's going to ask you to connect a social network. Now you can connect a Twitter account. You can connect more than one Twitter account, by the way, but you can connect a Twitter account, you can connect a Facebook profile, a Facebook page, or even a Facebook group, which lets you post to groups automatically, which is also very cool. You can hook up your LinkedIn account, your personal profile, and your business page, Google Plus profile, and your business page on Google Plus. You can also connect Pinterest and Instagram. Now, Instagram says it has reminders, so it actually doesn't post to Instagram on your behalf. It does set it up so that it reminds you that you're due to go and post a specific post on Instagram. So it's not the fully fledged integration that I'd love to see. I'll talk about that, my favorite tool for Instagram, in another video. But Buffer is one of those tools that lets you hook up all these different platforms. So having a look around at this platform, you'll see that on the left hand side I have some different particular accounts over here. The ones that are highlighted is the one I'm looking at specifically. And then if you look along the top, you've got a list for your content. You've got some analytics for your content. You've also got the ability to schedule at a certain time, a time frame that suits you or suits your listeners or your followers, and also you have some other settings as well. So right now what I've done is I've scheduled my times. As you can see here, for this particular account here, I have 4 posting times. Now I can add as many as I like, but these are the times that I've chosen to actually select for my followers. So every day at 9:12 a.m. and 11:04 a.m. etc., you can see that my posts will go out. Now I can have that every day the same day, or I can go and change individual days and make sure that I've got different times going out for different posts on different days. I can also have a new posting schedule if I want to create a different posting schedule. Or the other cool thing with Buffer is that it actually lets you optimize your schedule. So you can click on their optimal timing tool, and what that does is it gives you the best times to schedule your posts. So here you can see I've picked my account. How many times do I want to post? Well, I select 5. I calculate the times, and you'll see that it looks at all of my tweets and sees what gets the best reactions from my followers, and it comes back and it says, you know what, here are the best times for you to be posting between 12 and 12, and we're going to pick some times for you. So there's the 5 times it's picked for me: 9:03, 2:24, 7:08, 9:14, and 9:53 p.m. I could click on replace that schedule, and then I'll have a new schedule of posts going out. Now for now I'm not going to go and do that, so I'm just going to go back to my page. I'm going to show you the content. Now the content is pretty cool. So here we are. As you can see here, I've got already got my content set up. So what I like about this is that I've gone and posted this already through either an app on my phone, Chrome extension that I have on my Chrome browser. Now right here I've gone and posted this particular post here. Then I've got another service that's sending my stuff to Buffer. Then I've got some more posts here, and you can see what time and what days they're coming out. So I know that now I've got, for the next 4 or 5 days, some content set out for me, so that I know that there's stuff going to be posted on my Twitter account for this account, which is very cool. you can also have things for review. So if you've got a team member, let's say you've got a junior or a new person, you're not sure if you want them to post that stuff, you're not sure if it's right, then they can set up into the review column. And as soon as you're happy, then you can actually start posting that to your account. Now, you may need to have Buffer for Business to get this done, but it just gives you that extra step of having somebody on your team to be doing things for you. And then you've got content inbox. You can actually go and get a feed from certain apps or websites. So for instance, let's say you're in the medical field and you want to get a feed from Mercola.com. Every time there's a new article from Mercola.com, it would feed this into this particular page here. You could quickly look at it and say, yep, that's a great piece of information. I'm going to post that to one of my profiles, and you can click on the link and post it directly from here. So it's very, very cool. As I said, there's some analytics that Buffer gives you, which is great. It lets you go through and see which content's working, which one's not working, which ones you need to rearrange and fix up again as well. The other thing that I do want to show you is my cool little my little Chrome extension here. So let's say, for instance, I'm at a site. This is social media examiner.com. Let's say I click on this article right here, and here's the article. I can read through it, and let's say I want to share it with my followers. Well, I can click on the little Buffer extension right here, and as I click on it, it opens up Buffer while holding that specific place. And it also has it's just an updated Buffer as well. It's got a power schedule, which I'll talk about in a minute, but right now what it's doing is it's saying how to split test Facebook ads. Social Media Examiner puts the link in there for us, which is great because that's the link I want to share. Grabs the headline from the page, which is also what I want to share, and I want to share this particular image as well, so I'm going to add that image as well. Now also you can add a personal touch for Facebook, so you can add your own content. In fact, I can go back and change this. I might say this is great, if I can spell that right. This is great. So I'll give you a little personal content for my Twitter feed, and because I've got a Facebook page selected there, I can customize my message for each network. If I click that off, that disappears. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to my queue. So right now I can click on queue. Before I do that, it lets me know how many letters I've got left. So if I was to add a few extra letters there, you can see that number dropping down. I'm going to take those letters off just to give you that idea. When it gets to 0, that means there's no more space left for your tweets. In this case, because I'm using Twitter, it only needs to tell me my letters for Twitter account. If I go on, I can add this to my queue, my Buffer queue, or I can go and share it next, or I can share it right this minute, or I can schedule it. Let's go and add it to my queue. Okay, I'm adding it to this particular account here. I'm going to add it to my queue. And once it's added to my queue, you get a little green line down the bottom saying, hey, this has been updated. If I shoot back and look at that account, I'll go to the queue, the bottom of the queue on my queue here, and I should find that Facebook, there it is. This is great. How to split test video. There it is right there. So you can see that it's gone straight to my account. Now the time comes when 7:15 p.m. comes around on this particular day, this will be posted to this particular account, and I will be out there sharing it with my friends, my followers, and my fans. Well, before I go, I wanted to show you one other thing with the Buffer Chrome extension. Over here we have the Power Scheduler. Remember I said I was going to show you this. Well, the Power Scheduler lets you do or post the same post a number of times. So if I click on OK and click on Power Scheduler, what it does is it grabs that particular post for me, exactly the same one we just spoke about, and it says when do you want to send it. So maybe the next available post for my Twitter account there. I'm going to click on save. I can go back and say, you know what, in 2 days time, well, let's go and post that again. And then maybe in 7 days time, let's go and remind people about that. Now, this is okay if you're doing other people's content, but it's super valuable when you're trying to get your own content out there on a regular basis. So if that was a post of mine that I was creating and I was sharing it with my network, then I go and use the Power Scheduler for all my own posts, so I know that I'm not just posting it out once on my social media accounts, I'm posting it out several times. In fact, you can go and add, keep adding different ones as much as you want. Once you've done that, you click on updates, and that will update your queue at that particular time. So if I clicked on update right now, it goes back to scheduling, it puts it in my queue for me. And if I go and look at my Buffer account over here, I do a refresh on this page. Let's go, and you'll see that this little picture, this image, when this loads up, I'll have a series of them. One's next, so one's there, that's next, and then we're going to have the same thing there and there. So next meaning next in queue, at the next available spot on the queue, and then we've got these other ones here as well. Now I'm going to take these off because I don't want to have those on again on a regular basis. If I scroll down here, you'll see that there's the other one from a few days time. So I'm going to go and get rid of those, but that's just an idea of how you can use the Power Scheduler as well. Alright, so this is what I love about Buffer. It's so easy to use, and it's a great way to get your stuff out there and automate it. Alright, so this is Andrew McCauley, the social media bloke, showing you how to use Buffer to automate your social media.